Christmas 1965. I wasn't around, but I soon would be. In Japan, they released 3 Christmas records that year, a single, an EP, and an LP, and we're going to be looking at all 3 in this video. So first up is a single. Here Comes Santa Claus, backed by Santa Bring My Baby Back to Me. And I think the only other country that ever released a single with the same coupling was New Zealand in 1958. Interestingly, the Japanese got the song title translation wrong on the B-side. They actually translated it as Santa's Bringing My Baby Back. But of course, in the song, Elvis pleads with Santa, bring my baby back to me. So they got the translation a bit wrong there. And this actually comes with a fold-out insert, and it has the lyrics and some Japanese sleeve notes on the inside and a little fact file as well. Somebody's cut the bell mark off the corner here, as you can see. And the liner notes are quite interesting in that they point out that Elvis was voted most programmed male vocalist of 1965. And according to the liner notes, that was a poll of DJs done by Cashbox magazine. And it's interesting because it states that Frank Sinatra had won that particular poll every year from 1956 to 1964. And in 1965, Elvis was voted most programmed male vocalist. And what that means is that his music was played on the radio more than any other male vocalist in that year. And then the writer concludes that this shows that Elvis is a first-rate popular music singer, not just a rock singer. So sometimes you do get interesting liner notes with the Japanese records. And as ever, it came on the Victor label, and that's the correct company sleeve for that period, 1965. And in the same year, they also released a 6-song Christmas EP with pretty much the same cover. It's the identical, it's exactly the same picture. They've just cropped it slightly differently. And you might think that they would include the 6 other songs from the Christmas album, but in fact, Here Comes Santa Claus and Santa Bring My Baby Back are both on this EP as well. So the only 2 Christmas songs not on this EP are Santa Claus Is Back in Town and I'll Be Home for Christmas. On the back you have notes on each song, all the song titles in English and Japanese, and sometimes what they did with the EPs is they printed the lyrics on a separate insert, as you can see here. So there are 6 songs on this one, so it required a 4-page insert. And they also released the Christmas album with exactly the same cover artwork. Again, the cropping is just slightly different because they've got a square area to play with here. They've shown all the tree, but you lose some of the detail either side of the image. And this was actually the first stereo pressing of the Christmas album in Japan. They reissued it in '62 in mono, but it had the same cover photo as the American original. And this is actually a gatefold sleeve, as a lot of Elvis's albums were being released in gatefold sleeves in the 1960s in Japan. And it has the usual Japanese liner notes, lyrics, and so on in there. But wait till you see the back cover. What about that for a back cover shot? What a cool guy. What a handsome man that was. Japanese title up here, album title, Presley Christmas album, and then all the song titles in Japanese. Now that album was not available for very long. I'll just show you the record while we're here. So of course it was on the Victor label. And that album wasn't available for very long. There are a couple of different OB versions, so it must have been available for at least a couple of years. But by 1969, they had changed the design of the cover to this one here, which is, of course, just like the second American cover. This is the first RCA pressing, and this one is also really hard to find because they only released it in this cover for 1 year, 1969. From 1970, they used a different cover again. And I'll just show you the record. So by '69, Elvis's Japanese records were on the RCA label. So how do you think the 1965 Japanese cover compares with the original artwork? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Take care. Cheers.